Luke Gale, it's great to be here. It's great that you've won an award, mate, because you've been outstanding all season. And first of all, commiserations for this weekend. Must have been pretty difficult, obviously, to finish season in that form.
It was, yeah. Look, we know going to DW that it would have took a massive effort to overturn them, because they're a great side and they're tough and they're gritty, aren't they? And we knew we had to play well. And look, they were too good for us, and we didn't get our game right. And it is disappointing, like you say. Just fell short again. We got to a semi, and I think it's been a tough year. Personally, myself as well. Obviously, coming back from injury and struggling for fitness, and then the club as well. We've chopped and changed with a few players, injuries, and it's just one of them years that we kind of could never get us groove really. And look, we ended up finishing. We finished third, and we got to a semi, but we could never get the groove really.
Now tell me about yourself this season. I've realised just how important 2 points are, and the ability, percentage-wise, to be able to kick those goals are really what makes the difference out there.
Yeah, look, it's something I've kicked probably all my career, and it's something I pride myself on. I think actually I can remember at Sinfield when I was like 16. I got some coaching tips off Sinfield. We did like a couple of hours out on Kirkstall pitch. So yeah, look, it's something I pride myself on. I worked hard in pre-season, and just I think as daft as it seems, I'm 30 years old and I finally nailed my technique.
Wow,
so,
right.
Yeah. You're always striving for that different bit. Do you know what I mean? Or like a darts player who he always changes his flights or always changes. You're always striving for that little bit extra. And this year in pre-season, I just I kind of nailed my technique, my run through and stuff like that. And I think that's probably why it's just up that few percent on the goal kicking, so it obviously worked.
Club of the Year with Carl Fitzpatrick and Stuart Middleton. Guys, must be a massive honour for yourself, because I know you've been in charge for a few years now, Fitzy, but we actually played together. We've just been talking about England under 16s or something like that when we were kids. What's it like to run the Super League club?
Oh, incredible now. I've been in post now 18 months, Jamie, and it's just been an unbelievable journey, to be honest with you. I mean, the chairman and the board, had belief in me that I could take this club forward, and I stand here today, 12 months on, where we was fighting relegation last year, and 12 months on, we're in both finals, and we've won the Club of the Year. It's quite incredible, really. And as I've just mentioned on stage, the changes that's occurred, we've had transformational change. We've had a new head coach, new assistant coach, new team manager, new head performance analysis, new head physio, new head of performance, new head of youth. It's been quite incredible, really. But those changes weren't able to happen with this guy. About this guy next to me, about Simon, do you know what I mean? The resource and support they put into the club, because changes need to occur. What happened last year was not good enough, wasn't acceptable, and we've made those changes, and we've certainly delivered this year.
You might not have thought we'd won a lot at Leeds this year, but we've done pretty well with the wheelchair rugby, Phil, the Women's Rugby League in a second final, already having won the Challenge Cup, and now we've got another result. Yes! The Foundation of the Year. You head that up, Bobby, proud?
Really proud. Proud for all my staff, trustees like yourself and Phil and the team supporting us, all the players, the club, but mainly the City of Leeds, because as we know, it's making a great impact out there, and this is a nice result at the end of the season to justify it. It's great.
Phil, I'm one of the seedlings that grew up in Leeds, and thanks to the hub and the environment of Headingley Emerald Stadium, I've been able to fulfil some of my potential. And you said up there on stage, the Leeds Rhinos Foundation is about changing lives through sport, and we do that through so many avenues, don't we?
And that's the thing, I think, it's the vehicle of rugby league. We should all be very proud that that's the essence that we use to go back into community. The sport is built in and out of communities. I don't know how you judge who the Foundation of the Year is.
True.
Every single foundation does fantastic work in their own community with their own different access to resources, and we're fortunate at Leeds that we've got people like Gary Hetherington and Paul Caddick that have backed this from day one, seen the value of it, and actually are touching so many different areas of society, most of whom are deprived, and we should be very proud about that.
Georgia Roach, the first ever Woman of Steel. What does that mean to you?
Absolutely everything. I didn't expect to even be in the shortlist, never mind winning the award. Like I've said to everybody, being up against Lois and Tara, two, very outstanding players that have made a massive impact on the Women's Super League. I can't believe it. I'm still very shocked about it.
It's wonderful, and you have made the England team as well to take on France, so it's a double bubble for you. 2018 is a dream come true. What does it mean to go play for your country as well?
Like I've said with the Women of Steel, I didn't expect it to be so soon, but this is a dream come true for me. Since being 5-6 year old, my dream was just to play for England, and I'm hopefully soon, if I get into the 17, I will be completing my dream so soon in life, which will make me just want to go on and continue to try and get picked for England in the coming years.
Georgia Roach is going to be a pioneering name, and I think it's a name that a lot of young girls in particular will remember for a long time. What would you say to any young women out there who are thinking about playing a great game like rugby league?
If you get involved with it, definitely stick at it. You'll build a surrogate family, as we say, and you'll just enjoy it. But it's not about ability. You could think you're the worst player in the world, but if you've got the right commitment, attitude and dedication, you will defo make it far.
Right, I'm here with Jake Trueman, the winner of the 2018 Young Player of the Year. Congratulations, pal. How does it feel to win an award like that at your age?
Yeah, it's great. I'm extremely proud to win this award, and I've got to put a lot of this down to the club at Castleford and the players and coaches I'm around.
Mate, you've got some great mentors, some people to look up to: Luke Gale, Ryan Sheridan, Danny Orr, Darryl Powell, all backs and all the type of people who be able to nurture a player like yourself. How much of an influence on your career have they been?
Oh, they've been massive this year and last year. Without them, I wouldn't have been ready this year for Super League. I know that because 4 halfbacks there, 4 quality halfbacks, so it's pretty easy to learn off them, and they've taken my game to another level this year.
I always say that adversity is a big part of learning, and certainly over the course of my career, some of the failures and the adversity and the things that have gone against me, whether it be an injury or not being picked, have made me a more galvanised player later on. Now obviously you finished off the season with a bit of an injury, couldn't play in the last game. How's that made you feel? How do you think you'll deal with that long term? Will it help you and enhance you emotionally?
Yeah, it's obviously tough at the minute because it's only happened the last few weeks, and not being able to go PNG if I were picked. Yeah. So that's obviously gutting, but hopefully that'll drive me forward for next year and make me a better player. I'm
going to PNG and I was looking forward to looking after this kid and again to learn a little bit more about him, but I'm sure I'll do that in the years to come, certainly playing against you, hopefully maybe just one more year for me anyway. But what's next for Jake Trueman?
I'm not sure. I've just got next year, this pre-season, get over this hand injury and go again next year, because everyone will be fit and we've got 4 or 5 halfbacks there who are all quality, so I've got to just try and stick in 2.
I'm here with Sean Way, the 2018 Coach of the Year. Congratulations, Sean. How does that feel?
To be honest, Jamie, I'm shocked. I expected clapping Justin a steeper ass up. I don't win many awards. The last thing I won was in 1987, was a man of the match. So I don't win anything, but I'm honoured. I feel like I've won this. All my staff work hard. I drive them hard. We work hard at Wigan long hours, so I feel like I've won that on behalf of all my staff. So it's an unbelievable award. I'm so pleased, but I swapped this to get the win on Saturday.
Absolutely, and one thing I can extract from you is the passion of coaching Wigan. Now, I'm a Leeds lad, I've grown up in Leeds, supported Leeds, played for Leeds all my career. I couldn't imagine ever being anywhere else. Now you're Wigan, always coach Wigan, and you can see your Wigan through and through. How are you going to fill that gap when you go take on your new role?
To be honest, Jamie, I probably won't. Wigan's my love, and I played there as a player. And I left and I went to Leeds, and then as good as a club Leeds was, it became a job to get paid. And you probably won't understand that because you've stayed at Leeds and you've been loyal. And this will be the same. You know, I've been at Wigan coaching. I'm leaving. I'm starting to work now. Coaching Wigan's. I work 8 days a week. I work long hours. I drive my staff, but it's not really work. It's enjoyment, and so things are going to change. I'm in the real working world, and 1 or 2 days a week, and I just have to get me around that. But to win awards like this and to be in games like this on Saturday, I'm going to miss it, no question.
I think one of the reasons why you love win awards like this is because the players love you and the people love you, mainly for your passion. But one of the things that really stuck out to me on the stage there was when you said there's some of the lads you've had from being 13 years old, and now you're helping them with the kids going to the weddings and the christenings and all this these other processes. But of all them people who you've brought through, is there any that really stand out? I'm sure they're all the same, but is there any that really stand out in your mind as being really gratifying?
Yeah, there's one. It's Mickey Mack. We got Mickey Mack as a 15, 16-year-old at Leeds, and you will be aware of him when he was that age, and he was wild. And me and Mickey through our time have had our ups and downs, and I've been over to Leeds and dragged him out of his house, and on a Sunday, you know, we've been through ups and downs. But to see him progress into the man he is now, I love him to pieces. He's my mate. He come round my house yesterday and brought me a present round for me and my wife, and he's got a great family life, and he's got his life sorted, and that to me is really satisfying. That somebody, you know, he was way off at one time, so to see him so settled, that to me is so satisfying.
Mickey Mack was one that slipped through the net at Leeds, and I love it a bit. He was a Stanley Junior. I actually did put Mickey Mack down for one of my 3 votes for Man of Steel. I think the world of him too. Last question, I've got to ask you about the grand final. 3 is the magic number. I've been fortunate to win 3 in a row, and other extrapolations as well. How important is this grand final compared to some of the others, Sean?
This is huge. I don't want to finish as a loser. You know, I've come out on a coach at Old Trafford as a loser, and I don't like it. I come out as a winner, and that's the way to travel out there. And, you know, I've always respected you, Jamie, because you're a competitor. You've always competed against us. You've always been a pain when we played Leeds, and I mean that in the nicest possible way. But we've always admired you do what you do, and you've done it so many times at Old Trafford, so you understand exactly what I mean. There's only one way to get out of here as a winner, and we're hoping we can do that on Saturday.
All the very best, it's a pleasure. Thank you very much for your time. All the very best. Thank you, Sean. Dally M winner Ben Barber has done it again in the Northern Hemisphere with the 2018 Man of Steel. How does that feel, Paul?
Yeah, mate, it's an unbelievable feeling. People have just informed me that I'm the second to win, I guess, both awards in both hemispheres. It's pretty special, and look, I'm lost for words at the moment, because it's the guys in this league, and the 2 guys that were shortlisted with me are outstanding players, and one who I'm obviously pretty close with Robes. Yeah, mate, I'm so honoured, extremely honoured to be able to be holding this award at the moment.
Mate, I think we've learned a great deal from having you in Super League. We've learned what it means to have a superstar like yourself come from the NRL and play in our game, because it attracts that non-casual fans. It attracts people to games who might never have been before. What have you taken away from your time in Super League?
Mate, just how much they love it, and how much his fans get into it. I think one thing I'm going to miss is the, not just St Helens fans, but the Super League fans over here in general. I might have got some flack during the year, but look, that's football, and it just goes to show how much the game is growing over here with the crowds that game's got this year. And look, if I'm taking one thing from here, it's this game's only going to go places, and I think it's getting better.
Mate, you've been so impressionable with some of them young kids that have had Ben Barber on the back of the shirt. If you were to give them one last leaving message before you go back to Australia, what would it be?
Mate, never give up, and always believe in yourself. Growing up, I never made any rep sides, until I was picked up by the Bulldogs at 18 years old, and I still never gave up. I still believed that I was capable of making it, and I'm here today. As you said, a 2-time winner of 2 of the biggest awards in the game. So look, just trust yourself, have fun, and do it with a smile on your face, because at the end of the day, it's just a game, and for a lot of young kids, that we've got to understand that.
Is there any chance those kids might see you back one day, potentially back in Super League?
Yeah, as I said, if my legs are still going all right, and I think I can give the guys back over another year, I'll definitely come. But like I said, inside there, I wouldn't come over here and take the spot of a young English kid or a young up-and-coming kid that's got a great chance to play at a club. So look, you never know.
World class at rugby league play right there. It's been an honour to play against you, pal. All the very best for the future.
Thank you, Jamie.